Imagine holding in your hand a coin that carries both the weight of gold and the weight of history. The 1975 Gold Krugerrand, a 1-ounce South African bullion classic, is much more than a metal disc. It's a bridge between eras, a story cast in gold, struck in 1975 by the South African Mint via Rand Refinery. This Krugerrand joins a lineage that began in 1967. From that moment, the Krugerrand became a vehicle for private ownership of gold, especially in a world where bullion investment was restricted across many borders. Over time, it would grow to dominate global gold coin trade. Metal Market Europe +3 Wikipedia +3 OnlineCoin.club +3 This particular specimen is made in 22-karat gold, that is, 91.67% gold alloyed with copper, to give it extra durability and a richer color. Its total weight is approximately 33.93 grams, though its fine gold content is exactly 1 troy ounce, 31.1035 grams. Muntstuck.com +2 Metal Market Europe +2 Its diameter is about 32.77 millimeters, and its thickness roughly 2.84 millimeters. Swan Bullion Company +2 Muntstuck.com +2 On its edge, you find a reeded, milled pattern, no inscriptions, just finely cut edges for grip and security. Muntstuck.com +2 Metal Market Europe +2 On the obverse front, viewers see the dignified profile of Paul Kruger, the 4-term president of the old South African Republic. His visage was adopted from earlier Boer coinage designs, originally crafted by Otto Schultz in 1892. Around his portrait is inscribed Suid Afrika, South Africa. Valuationslondon.com +3 OnlineCoin.club +3 Muntstuck.com +3 The reverse side presents the iconic springbok antelope, one of South Africa's national animals. The year, 1975, is split on either side of the springbok, and below, inscriptions read Krugerrand and Fingoud 1-ounce fine gold, in both Afrikaans and English. OnlineCoin.club +3 Muntstuck.com +3 Metal Market Europe +3 The name, Krugerrand, itself is a fusion of Kruger, for Paul Kruger, and Rand, the South African currency. Gold.company UK +3 Wikipedia +3 OnlineCoin.club +3 In 1975, the global demand for gold was climbing. The Krugerrand had already made inroads into international bullion markets, and in that year it solidified its stature. Between 1975 and 1979, the mint produced roughly 4 million 1-ounce Krugerrands per year. Monex +2 Muntstuck.com +2 This coin belongs to a minting run of approximately 4,809,525 bullion pieces and 5,600 proofs for that year. Muntstuck.com +1 The proof versions are exceedingly rare, prized for their mirroring and finer finish. Krugerrandproof.com What makes this coin so alluring to collectors and investors is the intersection of intrinsic metal value and numismatic significance. As a bullion piece, its value will always be anchored to the spot price of gold, adjusting constantly with global markets. But beyond that, in years like 1975, when design, mintage, historical context, and collector demand all align, premiums can rise. The fact that this coin comes from the early expansion era of Krugerrand minting amplifies its desirability. Over time, the Krugerrand has faced political headwinds. In the 1980s, many Western nations restricted or banned importation of Krugerrands due to connection with apartheid South Africa. Wikipedia +2 Monex +2 But the coin's legacy survived, and as those trade barriers lifted, it re-emerged as a symbol of both gold's timelessness and resilience in markets. Monex +1 Today, the Krugerrand remains one of the most actively traded gold bullion coins in the world. Metal Market Europe +3 Wikipedia +3 Valuationslondon.com +3 When presenting or describing this coin to your audience, emphasize both visual and tangible aspects. The warm tone of the gold-copper alloy, the crispness of the Springboks form leaping across the field, and the quiet dignity of Kruger's portrait. Invite viewers to appreciate that this coin is both object and story, a piece you can hold and a narrative you can carry. If you discuss valuation, you can explain how the metal content guarantees a baseline worth, and how collector premiums, condition, mint state, wear, luster, toning, and rarity drive additional value. Mention that proof coins from 1975, with their extremely low mintage, often fetch multiples above bullion Krugerrands, so authenticated proofs in original packaging can command notably higher prices. Krugerrandproof.com. You may also weave in context that in 1975, as gold's appeal as a hedge against inflation and currency instability grew, the Krugerrand became a poster child for gold ownership. In many quarters, it stood as a benchmark coin. By the end of the decade, its share of the global gold coin market exceeded 90%. Monex +2 Wikipedia +2 That momentum also contributed to other nations introducing their own gold bullion coins, like Canada with the maple leaf and the US with the American gold eagle. Monex +1 for your viewers. The coin is not just an investment vehicle. It's a tactile connection to a moment in time. The politics, economics, artistry, and ambition that converged in 1975. Encourage them to consider how coins like this carry stories of nations, markets, and human aspirations in miniature. As you speak, you might note unique identifiers of a high-grade example. Sharp detail in Kruger's hair and beard, crispness around the Springbok's horns and legs, minimal contact marks, evenly distributed luster, and patina or toning, if present, that can add character without obscuring design. A well-preserved 1975 Krugerrand can bridge the world between raw bullion and collector's treasure.